A country that invents its own history, juggling chronology and facts for the sake of a national idea, is doomed to repeat past mistakes, becoming more and more entangled in new ones. There will be no happy ending to this story, because it is impossible to build something right and stable on a lie. A lie has a bad memory for its own inventions, and every time it delves into memories, it refutes itself, creating an aura of white quicksand around itself. I won't have time to shed more light on the entire falsified history of Ukraine. So today we'll talk about Transcarpathia. It is important for Ukraine to keep this region under its influence. And the creators of the propaganda film were tasked with telling their gullible, ideologically correct population that Transcarpathia has long been inhabited by Slavic tribes. In the 10th century, this region was part of Kievan Rus. In the 11th century, Transcarpathia was conquered by Hungarian tribes. Until 1918, the region was under the rule of Austria-Hungary. These are 4 statements, of which only the first and last can be agreed. As for the 2 intermediate statements, this is an irresponsible, groundless lie that has no confirmation in historical documents. However, the public like the Goebbels-style trick, and perhaps such an interpretation of history will appear in school textbooks. In fact, the migration of the ancient Hungarian Confederation of Tribes under the leadership of Arpad, the son of Voivode Almos, to their current territory, the so-called epoch of the conquest of the homeland on the Danube, occurred in 1896 AD, when the Hungarians, ousted by the Pechenegs, crossed the Carpathians and settled in the Middle Danube region. You can check it on Wikipedia. The Slavic tribes that inhabited Transcarpathia, the White Croats, were forced to assimilate with other peoples. Some of them moved south to the Adriatic coast. Where did the Rusins come from in Transcarpathia? If by the time the Hungarians arrived, Kievan Rus, founded by Prince Oleg in the 10th century, had not yet existed. And it was like this. The flow of migrants from Eastern Europe has not stopped for 1,000 years. Nobles and peasants, people of different classes and beliefs, fled from a bad life. They fled to a place where they could feel relatively stable and safe, namely the Hungarian Transcarpathia. The conditions in the new place were mild. For hundreds of years, the Rusins did not assimilate and did not even master the Hungarian language as a result. They rewarded their guardians and benefactors for their kindness with a vile betrayal. But that's another story, which I'll probably tell you about next time.